Seeing the impacts firsthand of these fires is always terribly emotional. So the wildfire threat is really high at the moment, and it's high in Europe as well. We've seen big wildfires in Spain and in France. And here in the UK, we've had this prolonged period of drought, basically, which means everything is incredibly dry in the landscape. So we're seeing a very increased threat. And on the RSPB reserves, we've had Abernethy up in the Cairngorms on fire. We've had Dovestone in the Pennines in the Peak District. And now I'm here at Minsmere, and we've had a fire at Minsmere going as well. You move from what looks like a very dry but relatively normal landscape into what feels like real devastation, like this stuff behind me here. We've certainly lost huge areas of habitat here, and we've also lost the wildlife that kind of calls that home too. It's really hard for the team, some of whom have got lifetimes of effort going into nature restoration, and to see that all lost is really, really devastating. You just have to hang on to the fact that, you know, nature is resilient. I've heard some stories today already of birds being seen on the nest, still feeding their young, even in this devastated landscape. So we have to hang on to that and know that restoration is going to take probably years, probably decades, but we will manage to do it. It's just very, very shocking to see this landscape as it is now. So we're seeing more wildfires now, basically because of human-induced climate change. So that huge, prolonged dry period, drying out the landscape and making it very prone to fire. But fire is always started by something. So it's usually started by human activity of some kind. So whether that's a discarded cigarette butt or maybe a piece of glass that's been left as litter. There are many different causes, but they're usually human-induced. But I think in terms of the intensity of those fires, once they get ignited now, that's what we're really seeing the difference in. It's the intensity and how large a scale they cover so quickly. The fire service and the emergency services have done an amazing job responding to all three of the fires that we've experienced on our reserves, but they've been really helped by teams on the ground as well, not just ourselves but also from neighbours like the National Trust and so on, and also the local communities and local estates. Gamekeepers have helped in the response as well, so everybody has pulled together incredibly well. In terms of reducing the threat of wildfires, I think the first thing is we need to tackle climate change. So we need to make sure that we are pushing towards net zero and that we're doing everything we can to mitigate the impacts we're already seeing from climate change and also adapt to them. So there are things we can do in our landscapes to adapt to that increased threat of wildfire. So if we are going to get these bigger wildfires with higher intensity, then we're really going to think about how we manage our places and also the kind of kit we have ready to respond. So for example, we know here at Minsmere that the presence of the wetland area, for example, stopped the fire in its tracks. So just how nature can actually help us adapt to climate change is really important too. I've been really absolutely full of admiration for the way in which the fire service and the other emergency services have helped us tackle this kind of situation, and the way in which the team has worked as a whole to do that. The intensity of these wildfires this year is unprecedented, and that means that we've all got to think differently going forward. So I'm really kind of, looking forward to continuing those conversations and all of us thinking about what we need to do differently now we are in this new world.